we will start with function and its implementation. Okay, so every function having three parts. First is function declaration, it is also called as function prototype. Next, function definition, and third one is function call. So we will study these three types in details. For that purpose, we will take one example. For example, I want to add two numbers, two integer numbers, and display the sum. Okay, so it is very easy problem statement. So we have to write everything in main function itself. Okay, everything, every line. That is, first is printf, enter value of two numbers. After that, scanf, scan the two integer values. After that, suppose sum is a variable and a and b are two integer numbers. So sum is equal to a plus b, and display the sum. That is simple. Again, I want addition of two numbers again. Okay, first time I want only two integer numbers addition. Afterwards, I again want addition of two numbers and display that addition again. So what happens? Same lines of code we have to repeat second time in the main function itself. If we want to add two numbers three times, then same code is repeated three times in the main function. That is, first is printf, then scanf, and then sum is equal to a plus b. Same lines of codes repeated three times. Okay, so it is a tedious task that if 10 times, then same three lines of code repeated 10 times. That how many numbers of lines increased in the code? 30 lines. If 100 times I want to add two numbers, then 300 lines of code. Okay, in the main function. That is, same code is repeated again and again. Same code is repeated again and again. So remove that repetitions. What we have to design? We have to design simple sum function. Understood? And if you design simple sum function, just call as per the user's requirements. If user wants three times, call three times in the main function. Okay, number of lines remains same. Three number of lines of code is remains same. No repetition if you design the function for that. Understood what is the use of function? That's why we have to design different functions, and its code is reusable. Okay, same function we have to call number of times. That is, same code is reusable again and again. So that is called as code reusability. That is the advantages of the function. Clear? So we have to design our function. What is the function? Sum. Sum is the function, name of the function. Then this is called as the curly bracket, inside that body of the function. So function definition having again main two parts. One is the return type and argument list. That is, every function definition having some general type. What is that? First is return type, function having return type. Then name of the function, that is function name. After that, argument list. Okay, and this argument list is also called as parameter list. It is also called as parameter list or argument list. Then curly bracket, and here body of function. So this is called as general syntax of function definition. This is a function definition. So function definition having function name, its return type, argument list, and body of the function. Every function having this type. If function returns some integer value, so what is the return type? Int. If function does not return anything, then it is void. Return type is void. If function returns float value, okay, so return type is the float. That is called as return type. That means return type is a data type of function. Okay, we know the data types, integer, float, character. So whatever may be the return type, if return type is other than void, means int float double, then return statement must be present in the function. Okay, return statement must be present in the function. And if the function does not return anything, then what is the return type? Void is the return type, and there is no return statement present in the body of function. Understood? Clear? So this is a general syntax for a function. That is function definition. This is the syntax for function definition. That is one part of a function. Okay. Then, so what is our first task? Definition of the function. So design the definition of the function. What is the function? Sum function. What is the use of function? Add two number and display that addition. That is the task of that function. So first we does not pass anything to the function. Okay, that means no parameter list. Clear? And sum function does not return anything. Okay, to the calling function. So it is does not return anything means void. Return type is void. So return type is void. Then function name is sum. After that, no argument list. Okay, so no argument list you have to write. If there is no argument list, write void, or it is optional. Okay, if you don't write void, then also there is zero arguments in that function. Clear? But this void is not optional. Okay, this return type is not optional. If function does not return anything, then must you have to write void here. But if function does not take any arguments, then no need to write void. Okay, it is optional. समजते का? आर्ग्युमेंट साठीचा जो void असतो तो काय आहे? ऑप्शनल आहे. लिहिला तरी चालतो, नाही लिहिला तरी चालतो. बट रिटर्न टाइप जर फंक्शन काहीही पास करत नसेल, रिटर्न करत नसेल, तरी सुद्धा फंक्शनचा रिटर्न टाइप काय देणं गरजेचं आहे? void. And if you does not write anything, then its return type is int. Default return type is integer. Understood? If you does not write anything as a return type, then there is a return type present that is called as default return type, and it is integer always. Okay, so if function does not return anything, then must you have to write void here. Okay, next, what is the body of the function now? What is the body? Take two numbers from the user, add these two numbers and display the addition. That is the body of sum function. So first is printf, enter two numbers /n double quotes complete semicolon. After that scanf %d double quotes complete comma. Now what you want? Two variables. Okay, so declare that two variables a comma b, and for storing sum is there. Next, address of a comma address of b semicolon. So take two numbers from the user, make the addition, simple one. How to make addition? Sum is equal to a plus b semicolon. After that, what? That same function sum displays the whatever may be the addition. So write the function printf here itself. Sum is equal to %d double quotes complete and name of the variable. So if you want confusion between name of the function and name of the variable, okay, so write only s. S variable is for storing addition of two integer numbers. Clear? Sum is the name of the function. Void is the return type of the function. There is no argument passed to that sum function. Okay, and this is called as the body of the function. Now, design main function, that starts from void main. Here also now, void means main function does not return anything. To whom ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम. मेन फंक्शनला कोण कॉल करतं? ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम रिस्पेक्टिव्ह. ओके, डॉस ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम किंवा विंडोज असेल तर विंडोज ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम. क्लियर? कारण पहिला कॉल कुणाला जातो? मेन फंक्शनला ऑलवेज. आणि तो कुठून जातो? डॉस डिस्क ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम किंवा विंडोज ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम जी असेल ते. क्लियर? सो void main. Okay, next. Clear screen and call the sum function. Semicolon. This is called as function call. This is called as function call. Okay. This whole is called as function definition. This whole is called as function definition. And now, what remaining? Suppose last is get ch. Now remaining is function declaration. And where to write function declaration? You have to write function declaration inside the main function or outside the main function. If you write declaration or function, it is also called as function prototype outside the main function, then that declaration is global. So what is the meaning of local and what is the meaning of global? We have to study later on. First, function declaration means what? This line, void, sum and argument. This line we have to write above the main function, that is void. Next is the name of the function, then argument list, no argument is there, and write semicolon. Okay, so this line void, sum, parenthesis and then semicolon is called as function declaration, or also called as function prototype. It is also called as function prototype. And above that, what? Include the files which we require. Hash include stdio.h and hash include con.io.h. Okay, clear? So what is the? This is called as function call. Now again two terminologies are there. One is calling function and called function. So what is the difference between that? Here, this is a sum function, and that sum function is called here by main function. Main function. This is a main function. This is the body of main function. Clear? Or definition of the main function. This is the sum function. We have to design this sum function. This is the body of sum function, and whole is the called as function definition. So main function called sum function. So here sum is the called function. Sum is called as called function, and main is called as calling function. अंडरस्टूड होते का मीनिंग? जो कॉल करतोय त्याला कॉलिंग फंक्शन म्हणतात. मेन फंक्शन काय करतोय? सम फंक्शनला कॉल करतो, म्हणून मेन फंक्शन इज कॉल्ड ॲज कॉलिंग फंक्शन. आणि द सम फंक्शन काय झालंय? कॉल्ड. मेन करून काय झालंय? ते कॉल झालंय, म्हणून सम फंक्शनला काय म्हणतात? कॉल्ड फंक्शन. समजते का डिफरन्स बिटवीन कॉल्ड फंक्शन अँड कॉलिंग फंक्शन? मेन इज द कॉलिंग फंक्शन फॉर सम फंक्शन and sum is the called function. Also clear screen, get ch, these are also called function and main is its calling function. कशा आहे का? मेन मध्ये ना कॉल केलं ना clear screen आणि get ch. So these are also called functions and main is the calling function. Also in the sum function, sum is now calling function and printf, scanf, these are the called functions. लक्षात येते का? प्रत्येक ठिकाणी आता बघा टाइप्स वरनं बघा. user define and built in function. There is a one type, user define and built in function. Clear screen and get ch, these are built in functions because their definitions like this. Function definitions are already written in the stdio.h header file. So these are the built-in function. We does not write any code for that. Get ch, clear screen, but just call. This is called as clear screen call, get ch function call. Okay, understood? So clear screen and get ch, these are the built-in function. Printf, scanf, these are also the built-in functions, and their definitions are present in the respective header files, either stdio.h or conio.h. But main function, body of main function is written by us as a programmer. Programmer write the body of main function. So main function is a user-defined function, as well as some body of some function is defined by the user or programmer itself. So that some function is called as user-defined function. Okay, most of time काय होतं बघा, मेन फंक्शन हा इंटरव्ह्यूला आमच्या सीएससी ला नेहमीच क्वेश्चन असतो. मेन फंक्शन इज व्हिच टाइप, बिल्ट इन और यूजर डिफाइन्ड. तर मोस्ट ऑफ टाइम मेन कीवर्ड असल्यामुळे ते वाटतं की बिल्ट इन आहे. बिल्ट इन नाही. बिल्ट इन म्हणजे काय, ज्याची डेफिनेशन ऑलरेडी लिहिलेली आहे. मेन फंक्शनची डेफिनेशन लिहिलेली आहे, ही बॉडी लिहिले का आपण लिहितो ना स्वतः. क्लियर स्क्रीन कधी कॉल करायचं, गेट ch किंवा सम कधी कॉल करायचं, गेट ch. सो मेन फंक्शन इज अ यूजर defined function. It is not a built-in function. Printf built-in, scanf built-in function, getch built-in, clear screen built-in function, because definitions of that functions are written already in the header files. So these are the built-in functions, but some main, these are called as user defined function. Clear? Okay, understood? So this is one function call. So again, if you want to call second time, so what is the, just call some second time. Okay, so what is the flow of program? Program starts from main function. First, which function is executed? Clear screen. So whatever may be on the text mode window, that get cleared. Next, sum. So function call is linked with the function definition. This is called as function binding. Okay, that is also the function of compiler. That is static function binding is a function of compiler. Okay, so function already, compiler already link function call to its definition, and that linking or binding is called as function binding or function linking. Okay, and it is done at the time of compilation. At the time of compilation, not at the time of runtime. So it is called as static binding. What? It is called as static binding or compile time binding. Understood? So while executing this function call, already it is linked with the function definition. So cursor, runtime cursor, jump from this function call to this function definition and run ABS. Memory management is also already there. Then enter two numbers. This message is displayed on the console. Cursor blink for the taking value for A. Second cursor blinking for the taking value for the variable B. When you add or insert some values for A and B, then addition of two variables is done, and that value is stored in the sum S variable, and that is displayed. So what is the memory management here? The variables are there. First is A, B and S. Suppose user enters 10, B user enters 20, then sum is 30. What is the message? Sum is equal to 30 is displayed. After that, whole body is executed. Then cursor return to where? Next line of the main function. Okay, first function call is completed. Then function runtime cursor is returned from the next line, which is the next line, second sum call. So again function definition calls to function call, and this is function definition. So again this definition is executed second time. Okay. Before that, A, B, C, A, B, S, these are the local variables. Clear? So when cursor return from this curly brackets, all A, B, C, D, A, B, S becomes dead variables. Okay? बघा समजतंय का? जेव्हा पहिल्या फंक्शन कॉल झाला कर्ली ब्रॅकेट संपलं आणि जेव्हा कर्सर कुठे आला सेकंड सम कॉलला सेकंड लाईनला त्यावेळी काय होतं ए बी आणि एस चा लाईफ टाइम संपतो स्कोप संपतो ओके लाईफ टाइम आणि स्कोप संपल्यामुळे काय होतात हे तिघं पण डेड होतात म्हणजे रॅम वर नसतात ते क्लियर आणि जेव्हा पुन्हा सेकंड सम कॉल होईल तेव्हा पुन्हा काय होतात हे व्हेरिएबल्स पुन्हा इनिशियलाइज होतात पुन्हा त्यांच्यासाठी ए बी एस जागा अलोकेट होईल आणि तिथं काय होते त्यांच्यासाठी मेमरी मॅनेज होईल समजते नंतर पुन्हा एक्झिक्यूट होईल पुन्हा जेव्हा सम थर्ड सेकंड कॉल कंप्लीट झाला की कुठे जाईल गेट ch आणि कन्सोल फ्रीज होईल समजते आता बघा जर मी फंक्शन डिझाइन नसतं केलं तर काय झालं असतं रे दिस इज फर्स्ट लाइन सेकंड थर्ड फोर्थ आणि फिफ्थ ओके या 5 लाईन्स ऑफ कोड त्याचं डिक्लेरेशन एकदाच करावं लागलं असतं ओके पण या बाकीच्या रिमेनिंग 4 लाईन्स ऑफ कोड मला काय करायला लागलं असतं इथं रिपीटेटिव्हली लिहावं लागलं असतं म्हणजे लाईन्स ऑफ कोड्स काय झालं असतं इनक्रीज झालं असतं लक्षात येते का त्याच लाईन अजून तिसऱ्यांदा कॉल करायचा असता तर काय करायला असतं मी पुन्हा ह्या 4 लाईन्स पुन्हा रिपीट झाल्या असतात 4 5 6 किती टाइम्स करायचं असतं तेवढ्या वेळा कोड काय झाला असता रिपीट झाला असता म्हणजे रिपीटेशन्स काय करायचे आपल्याला रिमूव्ह करायचे आहेत कशाने रिमूव्ह झाले डिझायनिंग फंक्शन आणि कोड रियुजेबिलिटी तोच कोड पुन्हा वापरतो ना आपण जस्ट कॉल करून सम फंक्शनला कॉल सो इट इज कॉल्ड एज कोड रियुजेबिलिटी ओके अँड टू रिमूव्ह कोड रिडंडन्सी म्हणजे रिपीटेशन्स रिमूव्ह केले दॅट इज द यूज ऑफ फंक्शन अंडरस्टूड बघा प्रिंटफ फंक्शन बिल्ट इन आहे एकदाच लिहून ठेवलंय बरोबर आहे stdio.h हेडर फाइल मध्ये आपण जस्ट कॉल करतो जेव्हा लागतो तेव्हा जस्ट कॉल करतो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज फंक्शन कॉल printf this is function call and its definition like this sum function is written in the stdio.h file clear okay understood all the parameters so functions having 3 parts first is function declaration or function prototype second one is the function call this is called as function call and this is called as function definition in the function definition what is the general syntax return type of the function then name of the function then argument list or parameter list and after that body of the function and all this whole called as the function definition okay if you write function declaration above the main function difference लक्षात ठेवा जर मी मेन फंक्शनच्या वर सम डिक्लेअर केलं डिक्लेरेशन कुठे आहे मेन फंक्शनच्या वर याचा अर्थ काय तर हे सम फंक्शन मेन मध्ये पण कॉल करू शकता सपोज इथे दुसरे एक फंक्शन असेल स्वॅप फंक्शन ठीक आहे तर स्वॅप फंक्शन मध्ये पण कॉल करता येतं म्हणजे ग्लोबल फंक्शन असेल तर ते कुणीही कॉल करता येतं ते कसलं फंक्शन झालं मेनच्या वर दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज ग्लोबल डिक्लेरेशन आणि ग्लोबल फंक्शन कुणीही कॉल करता येतं लक्षात आहे आणि जर मी सम फंक्शनचं डिक्लेरेशन कुठे लिहिलं इनसाइड द मेन फंक्शन बघा void sum सेमच डिक्लेरेशन सेमच ही लाईन वरची लाईन पण कुठे लिहिलं डिक्लेरेशन इनसाइड द मेन फंक्शन याचा अर्थ काय आता हे फंक्शन फक्त कोण कॉल करू शकतं सम फक्त मेन लक्षात आलं का मेनच्या अखेरीत ते आलं ते फक्त मेनच त्याला कॉल करू शकतो सपोज इथं स्वॅप फंक्शन असेल तर स्वॅप फंक्शन मध्ये सम फंक्शन कॉल करता आलं नसतं बिकॉज नाउ इट बिकम्स द लोकल फंक्शन in the main function so some function only called by main not other functions समजतंय printf हे stdio.h मध्ये लिहिले कसं लिहिले ग्लोबली प्रोटोटाइप कसा आहे त्याचा ग्लोबली असल्यामुळे that function can be accessible by any other functions लक्षात येतं डिफरन्स बिटवीन फंक्शन डिक्लेरेशन when we write function declaration inside any other function then that declaration becomes local to that function only and if we write or declare this function declaration outside the main function or above the main function then it becomes the global function that means any other functions for example swap okay or other functions are present in your files file handling function is there any function can access that if that function prototype is declared above the main function okay So there are three parts of functions, and here we only study what is function call. This is called as function call. Main is function calling function. Sum is called function. Okay. Then argument list. There is no argument list. Argument list. If there is no arguments to any function, then no need to write void. But if function does not return some value to the calling function, बघा मेनला सम काहीही रिटर्न करत नाही, then write void there. If you don't write void, then by default data type is int or return type is integer. Okay, so these are different parts of function. These are advantages or uses of functions, that is code reusability and to remove redundancy, that is main use of the function. Then different parts: function call, function definition and function prototype. Okay, and these are built-in function and user defined functions. Okay, that part we will cover here. Okay, so today we will stop here.